welcome back. Today we learn about check buttons and radio buttons in Tkinter. So let's begin. So here you can see in the previous video I learned buttons and button functions. So let me run this window. So when I press click me, it prints out 10, which we have defined the function here, and we are gonna learn about check buttons in this video. So for that, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comment out this function, and then I'm gonna make the command equals to none. So it will not have any command for now. So I'm going to make this into none. Now you're going to learn how to make a check button. So for that we need to define a check button variable. Okay, so I've defined a check button variable. Then we can type the check button class check button. Then we can give it in the root. Then we can give it a text for the check button, because it will have some text right or left to it. So you can say yes/no. Okay, then we can give something called on value. So whenever we are working with check buttons as functions, etc., we need to know whether it is on or off. So when it is on, we can give it a value of, let's say, 1, and when it is off, we can give it a value of 0. Then you have to store this current value or the state of the check button on or off in a variable. So you can give it variable equals to say var1. So now you have to create a variable called var1. It should be an int variable. It has to be an int variable. You have to define the types in Tkinter like this. Okay, so it has to be an int variable. So guys, after we do that, we can place it on our window. So we can say place x equals to say 100, and then y equals to say around 200, and then I'll also comment out the button. Okay, now we are gonna run this. So guys, here you can see check button is having only C capital, and after we do that, can you see our check button is ready right here. So you can see this is how we make check buttons. So you can see yes or no as the text is appeared there, and we can even tick the box, and then when we untick it, it goes back to a value of 0. When you tick it, it goes back to a value of 1, and such things. So you can see when I press it, it goes on or off like that, and then you can see the yes or no is there, etc. Now there's one more thing which you can do. You can define the state of this thing. So you can say state equals to either disabled or normal. So if I say disabled, and it should be in capital letters, then when I run it, now you can see this check button is disabled. So you can use functions to activate the button when you want it in some programs, etc. So this is how you disable it, and when you want to make it normal, you can just say, then you can just run the file again, and then now you can see it will become normal and active to run again. So guys, that wraps up our video on check buttons in Tkinter. If you want to see such more amazing content, make sure you subscribe, like and share. Until then, bye.